Hi, welcome to Mark Bajerski Crystals channel. How are you all doing today? What a day it's been today. Woof! Oh my god, you don't want to know. I'm not going to tell you, but it's been what we've done today, you won't believe. The Crystal channel is just growing and growing in many different ways. It's great. And so is markbajerski.com crystals. We really are making a huge effort. I'm on my travels again tomorrow morning, nice and early, traveling 5 hours to go and find some of the most amazing crystals in the world. It's a great day to talk about one particular crystal that touches my heart every time I hold it, every time I work with it, and it really truly is a very, very special crystal. When I first started, well, let me introduce you to it first. Say hello to the very beautiful turquoise. I'm actually not far off, I'm green here, but isn't that gorgeous? Take a good look at it. And I want you to see the back as well. It's always good to see the back, always good to see the front. Taking a look at the way the natural formation is in the colouring, and always checking at all given moments to see that crystal and have a look and say, does that look genuine? Does that look authentic? And feel it, feel the crystal. It is a very beautiful crystal, comes in different colours, from really deep turquoise to, you know, the lighter, almost touching a beautiful sky blue sometimes, and sometimes going a little bit on the greeny side. So I want to show you something. This is how I am at the moment. I'm not actually paranoid, but okay, maybe I am a little bit. But I think when you work with so many crystals day in, day out, and you're hearing information from so many people, and I'm getting it day in, day out, my crystal's fake, my crystal's fake, my crystal's fake. It's like, it's becoming almost, to a degree, it's kind of like making me feel a little bit poorly, because so many people are buying fakes and they don't realize, and then they find out it's a fake, you know. I mean, the worst case on my website was last year, one particular crystal. We went through the whole of our crystals, and one crystal was a fake. And it, you know, I'm proud that I've managed to be very careful who I buy from, but even then, even they can be fooled. So I took it upon myself this year to be extra vigilant. Yeah, there's certain times I can make a mistake with the name of the crystal, thinking it's this crystal, and even my crystal buyers make plenty of mistakes with what crystals they think it is, because there's over 30,000 crystals, and so many crystals can be very similar in nature and look and be completely different in name. And yes, at times I have made mistakes with the names. No, I always hold my hands up to that, but I always say to my clients, always, when you buy from my website, you're not buying for the name, you're buying because it's pulling you. There's something it's offering you in the feel. So it shouldn't be the size, it shouldn't be the colour. I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that. You know what? The crystal doesn't, it should not matter what it looks like, how small or big. The crystal has called you. So honor that. So going back to me being a little bit paranoid now, I bought some, I'll just turn you and show you that I bought some amazing crystals here. And the crystals, I took nearly 3 days making sure I wanted the right crystals. And when I got them, I felt them all and, you know, worked with them, and I've worked with them now for, I don't know, 5 days, something like that, taking 4 in at a time, 6 in sometimes at 10 max, go to bed and sleep with them, meditate with them, and then through the day work with them, you know, do certain things that I feel I want the crystal to do. So there was one particular crystal, and I looked at it a few times, and it felt right. But because I was taken away by so many people bombarding me with messages day in, day out, my crystal's fake, I started getting a little nervous. So yeah, I don't mind doing it, and I don't mind admitting it. I broke it. I basically smashed it. I smashed it to see if it was genuine, and it is. It's genuine. But I was just a little unsure, and I'll show you why. I'll try and put it together again for you and show you what I mean. Not bad. I'll put that together now, I think. So when I looked at the back of this, I saw that and I thought, wow, that's stained. That's been made to look like a Moldavite, but it felt right. So I was so unsure that I wanted to make sure. And I know you're probably disappointed in me thinking, why did you break it? But let me tell you, I'm going to work on these and send these pieces to certain people. I'm going to probably mount that again really beautifully so that I never ever waste my crystal. But I just don't, my fear is to sell a crystal which is fake. So I want to be on top of my game. I want to make sure that everyone's right. And if I have even a hint of a feeling it's fake, I will do that again. So you can be as angry as you want with me, but you know, I'd rather err on the side of caution. And crystals are broken every day. They're cut and polished in different ways and shapes. So you know, you have your say, you have your feeling, but that's okay. But you can understand, right? Looking at that, it almost looks like they've missed out painting this. So they may have sprayed it or done something and they've missed that out. So I thought, I'm going to break it and have a look. Well, look inside. Can you see how there's a beautiful formation there? You can see how let me show you here. I know it's a little challenging, but bear with me. Can you see where the darkness is there? Well, if that's a fake, when you break it inside, it shouldn't have no darkness at all. It should be just one plain colour. But if you see the darkness there, it follows into the crystal. Genuine. So yes, you may call me crazy, but you know what? I have my values, I have my standards, and I want to keep to that. So let's go back to this beautiful crystal. Turquoise, many years ago, sat with me, and I worked with it on many levels of healing. Now, when I first started this field of work, I was a mess, and that's the truth. I had IBS, and when I had my attacks, they were horrific. I mean, literally, they were severe attacks, and the only way you can cure me is to have a needle up my bum and put the injection in, and I'm out for 2 days. That's how bad it is. And I'm not just saying that, you know, like I'm a weak person. I literally, anybody who knows me in my close family, I literally rip my clothes off because I'm actually, my body is burning up. I'm screaming with pain, so I'm literally naked, screaming and want to die. That's how bad it was. That's how bad my attacks were. When I first got this crystal, I realized that all of a sudden I felt a much deeper calmness in my feelings of fear and worries and attacks, because all these attacks that we get are not predominantly because of what we eat, but what we eat triggers off the root cause of the emotional trauma which is in the body. Mine was in my stomach at that particular point. So what I would do is, whenever I wore this at the beginning of my journey, I would feel calm. And for some reason, I could feel my stomach doing somersaults, lots of feelings. Anyway, eventually after working on pure energy healing, becoming a pure energy healer, the attacks disappeared. So I cured my root cause by crystals, and this was one of them. There was other things that were wrong with me as well, and one of the things was my back. I had severe pains in my back, lower back spine. The doctors used to tell me that when they did their scans, they did their all of these machines on me and looking at me, they said that I'd got a corroded back. And they said, due to the fact that I was a lifter, because that's what I was, I used to lift pianos, all furniture. I had an auction house, and I used to lift at least 500 items in and out every week. So you can imagine I was a strong lad, but my back was taking a lot of pain and suffering. That too, coupled with jealousy of other people, anger with other people because I was becoming successful in that business, that it was entering my back. And I've always told you guys, when you are attacked by people and there's jealousy and anger and bitterness, you need to clean and cleanse your back, because it always attacks the back, especially the lower back as well. So I was finding I was rubbing this on my back, almost like a massage, but gently rubbing it, and I could feel the pain disappearing. So then I came up with these ideas, thinking have a crystal at the front and at the back. So I actually put crystals at the front and at the back, and this was one of them before I learned about tektite. And I used to put it there, and I could feel things happening in my back. So I realized that turquoise has a gift, an energy that blasts away any kind of disease, illness, or problem physical in the body. It wasn't till a few years that I really understood what turquoise did. Turquoise is exactly the same really as Sleeping Beauty, really, in that energy of attacking things, but it is slightly different in formation and other reasons. But I'm saying turquoise because that was the main story, and Sleeping Beauty was the main story, Sleeping Beauty, but turquoise is very similar. A lot of my clients were coming to me with illnesses, I mean severe illnesses, and they would often have a piece of this and wearing it, funnily enough, in exactly the place where their issue was, which was always fascinating to me. Why is this? And then I found out that turquoise it's an indicator of where the issue is on the body. So another good thing is that if you wear turquoise, and if you are not in full mind and body and spirit balanced, and you're not feeling we call it the body temple, if you're not feeling the temple, if you're not inside and around, and you're not asking it questions, you're not meditating, you're just completely in fear, worry, anger, bitterness, all the low energies, down, feeling down, whatever, it's hard for you to communicate to this beautiful body. So the body normally communicates to us. Well, what I found fascinating and really quick is that as soon as you put one of these beautiful crystals on, something happens to realign your body to the awakening of your senses. The senses are the communication to your full energy, your full body, your body parts. So people would put a piece of turquoise on, and at the end of my circle nights would say, why am I feeling a really bad pain in my eye all night? Why did I feel a really bad pain in my knee? Why did I really find that I all night long I was itching a certain part of my leg? And then the following week or 2 weeks, they would come back and say, you know, Mark, I've had a problem with my eye, and I wonder if it's a crystal. And I would say, oh, I don't know, but I kept hearing this. This crystal went on to many people. Many people never complained about it and said it made them feel better. So I realized, well, if it's not affecting everybody in that way, then there must be another reason. And of course it makes sense. This crystal, if you are in a bad place of physical, but you don't know it, this crystal will tell you. So I used to say to people, look guys, I really believe that turquoise and Sleeping Beauty has an energy that will pick up your body issues, if there is any. It will try its best to tell you in forms of pain, itchiness, uncomfortable, damn right scary moments. And those scary moments I'm not going to go into, because I'm writing a book all about, one of the chapters is about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, okay? So I don't want to spoil that, but let me tell you this. This crystal is an amazing crystal to help keep you balanced and aware of your body physical. on a spiritual level, it certainly helps you follow your truth, your path. It helps you flow in a direction that is easier than fighting against the current. So you'll find that you won't start to fight with family and friends. You will let it be. You will turn away and follow your path to true friendship, to true family, to people who care and love you. So your senses become heightened in a spiritual and emotional manner to what you want and what you don't want. Therefore, this crystal is a heightener of your psychic ability and helps you attune to your intuition for sure. It is a beautiful crystal for children, for girls, for boys. It's a beautiful crystal for any man who is struggling at work, any man who is struggling with power-driven workmates. Let him wear this. It's amazing. Same for women. This crystal is also amazing. One of the things that I found amazing is for fathers who struggle with daughters. So if you're a father who always worries about the daughter, give him one of these. Let him put it on, leave it on. You'll see a change. So it brings out a connection to the daughter, and it brings out a connection to trust and belief in the daughter. Again, a very powerful crystal. Psychics who work with these, like me, I found that I became aware of people's pain and suffering. Therefore, if you think about it, it makes sense. If you're wearing it and you feel pain and suffering, if I'm a healer and I'm working with this and I feel your pain and suffering much easier, then it makes sense that for healers, for psychics, for mediums, for anybody who works in that field of work of, you know what, I don't know why, but might you have an issue with your kidneys? Oh my God, yes. How did you know that? I don't know, I just felt it. So it helps awaken your awareness to other people's energies or blocks or issues. On a final note, meditating with this crystal is an amazing crystal to meditate with. If you are struggling with speaking your truth, it's great for the throat. Place it on your throat, lie down, a bit of oil. The oil I love using, and I'll show you for this one, sacred oil, and this together is mind-blowing with meditation. You just basically rub it either on your third eye and then place the crystal on there, sides of your temple when you're laying down to go to sleep and you just want to meditate. You'll find yourself just clearing and healing tremendously. If you're suffering with stomach, IBS, rub some sacred oil on your stomach. Take your crystal and massage it onto your stomach and then leave it in the belly button and just leave it there when you're lying down. Place this hand on top of it and the other hand place out. So basically you're always holding your hand like this and comfortable, and let the work do itself. You'll find that the energy will pour in through your hand naturally. You don't need to do anything, and it will go straight through into the other hand and then blast the stomach and keep going. IBS takes time because you're healing your past emotions. So your past emotions might be 10, 20, 30 years. So you can't clear it in a day, but let me tell you, if you keep doing, you will find that your attacks become less and less and less, and then they disappear. And so on. If you suffer with any kind of really severe illnesses, if you're asking me, Mark, my mother's got a disease or a problem with maybe cancer or something like that, this is the crystal I normally go for, this and Sleeping Beauty. Like I said, they're incredible for that particular energy work. And what I'll do is I'll make a video in the coming weeks with this, and we'll do a workshop how to heal with it, self-heal, and how to heal our family as well if they're suffering with illness. Any children suffering with illnesses, I'll help you show how to work with that. But to be honest, predominantly, if you just wear that around the neck, anywhere between a little bit higher than the belly button, if you've got IBS, belly button, but higher here if you've got issues with throat or speaking your truth, higher up of course, and heart if you want to strengthen your heart, blood flow, any issues with toxins, round about the heart. And that's it really. If you also, a good crystal as well is if you get them in the forms of bracelets, these in bracelets, they're very, very good as well. I hope that's helped today. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic, genuine crystals. Now you know how I work with them and break them up sometimes. But you know, I go a little bit mad. But to be honest, I'd rather sleep on a night, you know, and think, yeah, you know, I'd rather sleep on a night. That's the truth, and I sleep well, so let me keep sleeping well. That's it, guys. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic crystals that I've worked on. Thank you for going to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel, and thank you for coming over to the Crystal channel. Means a lot. Thanks, guys. And I think in the next video, well, I think I'm going to talk about amber in the next video. So take care.